Hi, Steve Schofield here from Beach. Very nice to see you all today. I can't actually see you, so don't worry, don't freak out. First time I've done one of these kind of videos. Let's give it a whirl. I just want to share with you a little bit of work I've been doing on the Hammer for Mac OS app. Been a little while since we released the sort of last significant update. There's quite a lot we've been working on. I've been working on. And this particular stuff I've rewritten about 3 times because I wasn't really happy about how I was going about it. I think it was overly complicating what I wanted to do. So I've kind of stripped it back to something I think is a lot more simple. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you'll find it useful. And hopefully you'll be compelled to tell me what you think about it in the Guild community platform. If you haven't already signed up to that, that's where I mostly write about a lot of the things I'm thinking about doing, actually doing, a lot of experiments. Really a great area for you to join the conversation, so I'm not really just talking to myself. So anyway, right, let's get into it. I want to show you what I've been up to. So we'll start in the Hammer preferences. You can see now we have a whole new general tab in preferences. Needs a little UI work, but there's a couple of things in here. So the first one I want to mention is actually unrelated to most of the stuff we're going to be talking about, but I will mention it because it is new and it might be helpful to some of you. So sometimes when you're doing a lot of rapid like CSS changes, lots of partials, that kind of stuff, triggering full or partial kind of project builds is just not necessary. So it might be helpful for you to be able to turn off the actual auto build on file save. So I just added in the ability for you to do that. So if I show you here, we come in to our little test project. Let's make this a bit smaller. We'll just come in here, Galaxy. It's only far away. If I don't want to hide the Hammer window. So if I save that, you can see that absolutely 0 happens. That was a demo of nothing, but essentially proving, therefore, that I can turn off the auto build on demand. Cool. So that's that. Onwards. Let's turn that back on. Now you can see in here, I also have this Forge API key, and this for me has been sort of one of the most exciting things I've been looking forward to doing, which is much tighter integration with our other product, Forge, which really is coming on leaps and bounds, but that's for another video. In here, you can just drop your Forge API key, you can save it, and if I sort of show you oh, sorry, my bad. What's going on? So I've basically forgotten how to use my computer. But anyway, right, so let's go and head into Forge. Alright, so here's my little demo account. Don't worry, this will be deleted before I post this video. Don't bother trying to use the API key, it won't be there. So let's come into one of our sites, and if we come down to the webhook section, you can find your token, your API key, right here, as I've highlighted. Yeah, not ideal. This will get better shortly. More on that to come. But let's grab that key. We'll pop it in here, and then we'll leave that there. We'll come back to that in a sec. So now we have our API key. What we can do is come into our project setting. Now, what you can see, or our site's project settings, you can see that we have some new stuff in here. And basically this relates to a UI layer for the hammer.json file, which we've been working with for a few months now. But we don't have one in this project, so we have a GUI for actually creating that file. So that saves valuable seconds doing that, and you can see in the project we now have this empty JSON object, dictionary, hash, whatever you want to call it, ready for our various options. And so a couple of basic ones. Source maps have been supported in hammer.json for a while. You can now just enable that with a flick of a switch. And if we come back in here, you can see that's just added that into the config file. Auto prefixer too, very useful. Similarly, we can enable that. And that's now been added with a default browser setting. But you can also change this as you like. So that's that. But onto the kind of better, more fun thing. So you can see here we don't have Forge deployment enabled, but because we have our API key in, Hammer is helpfully already pulling through my sites in this account. I only have one, which is the one you can see right here, but I can't select it, change it or anything until I enable Forge deployments. So we'll do that. And you can see down here now the normal hammer.co service has been replaced as the default publisher to the Forge site that we've selected. And really that's it. If I come back in here, you can see, so you can actually manage this from the hammer.json file still, and when you open it in Hammer, it will read from this file. So if you prefer, to edit the text file, if that's your bag, that's cool. So yeah, we've got the Forge site URL that we've seen there, and this Forge deploy that just says, yeah, I want to deploy to Forge. And then sort of finally, if I hit publish the build, that's going to package everything up and upload it. And basically this is just saying that it's been uploaded. If we come back into Forge, hopefully we'll see, yeah, things are happening. It's deploying, doing all sorts of magics. And then finally, it should be deployed. Okay, and there we go, it's deployed. And so really, that's it. I kept it very simple. I was doing all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff by clicking this Forge tab here and opening up new windows for like registration into Forge, and I'll save that. I think there's an interesting design decision to be had there. So I've kept it simple. I hope you like it. I hope you'll feel compelled to let me know what you think, any ideas, anything I've missed, and I'll upload a build that you should be able to try. You should be able to try if you're a Hammer license holder. You should be able to just unpack the build and give it a whirl. So that's me. See you later.